No, I said unless you sign in, you can't.
Ma'am.
You can't unless I let you
Don't
sign
touch
in.
me.
That's our rules and regulations. You have to sign in.
I only care about the law. Have a great day.
No, you don't.
I am working on finalizing a city policy that will guide our personnel on how to deal with certain situations, not just First Amendment auditors, but anybody that wants to come into a city facility. We will have security protocols in place, and those security protocols have to be followed, or you don't have access to a city building. Just because it's a city building does not mean you have a right to walk wherever you want.
Imagine getting a recommendation on YouTube and it's a First Amendment audit. You watch that video and then you appreciate the work. Then you stumble upon an auditor conducting a First Amendment audit while you're out conducting business with your government. You guys are going to love this video because that's what happens here. Welcome back to San Joaquin Valley Transparency. This is an outstanding video and it comes to you by way of Liberty Troll. This guy is out of Florida and he's doing some outstanding work. He has the perfect demeanor for First Amendment audits. 2023 was a great year because some of the best new auditors have come out. 2024 might just be the best year of audits that we've seen so far. In this video, you're going to see some unhinged public servants with God complexes get completely owned. The cops in this video do an outstanding job of educating the frenzied, unbalanced, and deranged public workers. You do not want to miss the opportunity to see how First Amendment audits are putting a halt to the tyranny that plagues this country. Let's watch this stellar video from Liberty Troll. We'll pause for some comments and we'll give you our final thoughts at the end.
You guys have the door locked.
What is it that you need?
I need to do a...
Camera. You're not allowed to.
yeah, I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to document, ma'am, what I'm doing. Yes, I am. Who are you, ma'am? What's your name? I'll introduce myself.
Take the camera away and I'll tell you my name.
Ma'am, I'm allowed to record here. It's
No,
public.
you're not allowed to record me unless I say you can record me.
Not in public, ma'am. There's no expectation of privacy in public. That's case
Doesn't
law.
matter.
It does matter. The law matters, ma'am. How do I get in?
Which department you need to go to?
I was trying to tell you, I need to do a FOIA request.
A what?
A public records request. I need to see the city clerk.
You can do that online.
I can do it here, ma'am. You're not going to shoo me away. So, better get someone to let me in.
Sign in.
I'm not going to sign in, ma'am.
Then I can't let you in, sir.
Yes, you can.
No, I cannot.
Yes, you can. You cannot violate my Fourth Amendment right to privacy, ma'am.
Well, sign in and I'll let you in.
I'm not going to sign in, ma'am. I need to speak with your supervisor. I need to speak with your supervisor.
So I'll fix this up as quickly as I can.
Excuse me.
Oh,
sorry.
Don't
watch your fingers.
Don't touch me.
You touched me.
No, you touched me.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
You touched my arm.
No, you touched me.
You okay?
God bless you on the camera.
Yeah, have a great day. Mind your business. Thank you. You too.
I totally forgot to mention this in the introduction, but the man that walks up and talks to Liberty Troll is going to mention something that I think is important. He's going to mention Orlando City Hall, and Liberty Troll says that he's already facing a trespass there and that he's challenging it. This is a public service, has also been arrested and charged and convicted at Orlando City Hall. Don't go anywhere, folks. Make sure you watch this video all the way through. Orlando City Hall is arresting and convicting people simply for recording inside the building. Looks like we're going to need to round up some auditors to go and challenge this bogus policy.
Ma'am, you're
Have a seat. They'll
you're
come down and
obstructing.
help you.
I'm not going to sit down.
Well,
Yeah, I'm getting a little weary of your directives.
yeah. You're welcome. No, I said unless you sign in, you can't.
Ma'am,
You can't unless I let you
don't
sign
touch
in.
me. Don't touch me.
Then take your
Do
foot
not-
off.
No, I need access. I want to gain
Yes, I'll let
access.
you wait in a minute.
Access.
Take your foot.
No.
Take your foot
Calm
off
down.
of my door.
Calm down.
Take your foot off my door.
I'm not going to push past you.
Then take off your foot.
No. I want to gain access to my building.
Can you call the 911, please?
Do that.
You can go out that way, sweetie. Excuse me. You're going to break the
Don't
door.
touch me.
Move
I'm
away
not-
then.
That's not going to break the
Move.
door.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Move away.
I'm not going to move away from
Move
the door.
away.
This is not your job.
This is my job.
You're not security.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're a receptionist.
I take care of this building.
You don't do a very good
Come on
job. You violate people's rights.
Come on in.
Go ahead, man. You're fine.
Hi, this is Johanna in City Hall, and I have a gentleman that's being obnoxious.
I'm not being obnoxious. You are.
This is City Hall in Apopka.
Okay. And can I get a description of the gentleman?
He is like 5'6", 5'7". He has a green jacket on, green pants, green t-shirt, and he has glasses. And I keep telling him he can't record me, and he is.
Okay. Is he white, black, Hispanic, or Asian?
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Is he white, black, Hispanic, or Asian?
White.
I don't know. I don't know who he is, and he won't take my foot away from my door.
It's not your door.
Okay.
You change that
Is the
mentality.
gentleman white, black, Hispanic, or
White.
He's white. He's white.
Very handsome.
Does he have any weapons on him?
No, he has the camera, and he's recording me, and I tell him I don't want him to record me.
Don't work for the public.
Thank you.
All right. Let the police deal with it.
Here you go. Thank you. Ariel, let him in, please. Will you please move your foot?
Not right now. No. Will
Move your foot.
you please let me in?
No.
Okay, I'm
Not
not-
unless you sign in.
I'm not
Those are the
signing
rules.
in.
Well, those are the rules.
You're
and
violating
regulations.
my Fourth Amendment right. I don't need to identify myself. This is a public building.
And he wants a public record from you. Okay.
Hi, how are you doing, ma'am?
I'm all right.
Can I come in now?
No.
I don't want to sign in, so can I come in?
No, I'll take your public records.
Well, I also want to get pictures and video of the publicly accessible areas in the building.
Okay, you can't do that unless you sign up.
I don't need to sign in, man. That's a relinquishment of my Fourth Amendment. It's not a requirement. It's a policy. I don't follow policy. I follow the law.
Okay.
I don't want to identify myself. Okay, that's legal. So I want to come in my building that I pay for, and I want to conduct a professional public records request with you, and then also visit the other offices, get some public information.
Okay.
All right, that's all I want to do. But she's being nasty.
No, she's doing her job.
Okay. She shouldn't be asking for requiring ID to get into the building, just to gain access.
In any
It's
government.
no, it's not. It's not required, man.
Yes, it is.
I go to government links all the time.
Okay.
They don't require it.
All right, sir. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Now, she'll come back. Move your foot.
You're not going to make me move my foot, man. Freaking out.
Rules and regulations. That's our rules and regulations. You have to sign in.
I only care about the law. Have a great day.
Hi, he's over there.
Okay, what's going on?
He doesn't want to sign in. And
Okay.
our rules and regulations, he has to sign in to see whoever he wants to see, and he says no.
Yeah,
So-
they're allowed to be in here.
Well,
It's a
there's
public
Stacy.
building. Hello.
Hi,
How you
what
doing?
we were trying to explain to the gentleman
Yeah.
is that he is allowed to be here and he is allowed to film. For security reasons, to access the rest of the building, you need to sign in. And
Yeah.
if you don't want to do that, you can stay in the reception area and an employee can come down. So he is violating our policy. And I did talk to risk management and they said that he's not supposed to be in the rest of the building unless he signs in. So he has options, he's just not listening to them.
So, this is a public building,
Right, and that's what
and we can't restrict.
I'm not asking him
flow.
to restrict. I'm asking him to sign in, and if he doesn't want to sign in, for staff to come down.
I get, but what's his business? Does he say what his business
He wants
is?
a public records request, so the clerk's office can come down and interact with him where Johanna is, and he's on the other side of the glass. But what he did was he slipped past somebody and pushed his way in. So he's not adhering to our guidelines. We're not asking him to be removed. We're asking him to sign in. And if he doesn't,
Yeah, but they
staff-
can all, he can refuse that though. He can put John Doe if he wants, you know.
Correct. And then our staff can come down and meet him.
Is the place where he needs to go, is it locked? Like, can anybody walk in? Like, this is open right now. Is
This-
it a locked, restricted area?
That's the locked restricted area and he bypassed it. That's locked and restricted.
We've had folks like this here before. you
Right.
know, and that's the thing, is they
We just-
they don't have to sign in, you know what I mean?
They don't have, I guess, yes, you are correct.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Like-
they also can't access the rest of the building.
Correct, they can't access whatever is, like a private area.
Right.
But they can flow back and forth to,
See what they say. Hopefully they're going to uphold the law and not try to enforce policy, because they're not policy enforcement. So I'm sure you guys have heard a million times, they're law enforcement. They enforce the law. And we have more law enforcement. 2 more officers approaching. How y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. So yeah, the receptionist, whatever her name is, she's giving me a hard time because I don't want to sign in and give my personal identifying information. I didn't want to give up my 4th Amendment right, in other words, so she's upset. I just want to enter into the publicly accessible areas inside the building. That's it. Just been in this area. I think they put the place on lockdown because the elevators aren't working now, so.
Okay,
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'll wait here. Oh, can I get your name, badge number 2?
Keller, 2674.
Keller 2674. Thank you, sir.
So we're just asking officers to be present to encourage
Yeah.
him to be
We'll hang
about
out.
his business.
He's an officer.
Yeah. So
And he's looking for reaction, clearly.
Yeah.
I guess the door was open and he went through. So, but
He was-
he's allowed to.
He's allowed to be in here. He's allowed to be recording. It's a public.
But he's not allowed to walk past our security measures without signing in.
Technically, those. I mean, if you read the statute, those aren't supposed to be there. They're supposed to be allowed to walk the whole building.
I mean, I could get into it with our risk management department if you like. I just called them before I called you guys.
Yeah, I mean, technically, if
we've been here before for similar things. So.
This is the same guy.
Yeah, he's actually looking for a public records request.
I know, and I offered to take one out there. And he said, no, I know my rights. And then he's sitting there filming me, and I said, hold on 1 second. I went to go find Chuck, and then...
The city clerk, is the city clerk going to come down and meet?
This is our
Oh, I'm sorry. How you doing? I'm Jason. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I didn't know.
He's being
So
difficult.
I did offer, and he's telling me, I said, any government building you go to, you have to sign into. I said, so you're not going to be allowed to just walk freely through the building.
Yeah, well, they can. They
Well,
just
now
like.
it's already gotten passed.
Well, just like a public records request, they can refuse that. You know, they can refuse to tell you who they are.
Okay.
So.
So I will take his public record.
Yeah, that'd be
request.
the easiest way to deal
Come on
with
in,
it.
please.
Yeah.
Close the door.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah, that'd probably be the easiest way.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
I'll get him out of here.
Okay. Yeah, he just make his request and then he'll be on his way probably.
Yeah, where is
So.
he? He's Johanna.
Right. But if someone shoots up the place, we have.
I think he's right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Members in place to try to help us.
And I'm not saying I don't get that, and I understand your safety, but again,
Sure, if you
gotta
guys
look at all that
just-
stuff, so.
Keep an eye on him. That's all we're asking at this point, because he's already passed where he's supposed to be. So that's all I'm asking.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, there's
Because if you were here, he's less likely to be a smartass, if I can be blunt with you.
Okay.
He's here to harass us.
I think he wants his request and then he'll be on his way.
Man, I got to stop and say that I really like the way this cop is dealing with this First Amendment audit. The woman's saying that the man is there to harass them. The cop responds with, he's allowed to be here. All he's asking for is records. If you give him his records, he'll probably be out of here in no time. You see, folks, First Amendment auditing was never about hating cops. First Amendment auditing was specifically to hold our public servants accountable. These videos are for transparency and to make sure that government is operating the way it's supposed to, not the way that it has been for so many years.
More than
Yeah,
likely.
so if you could just
Yeah,
keep an eye
yeah,
on
we'll hang
this.
out. I don't need just one of you sets of 2.
Which
You know.
one? Which one? I'll take
You guys can hang out. Just be around. Okay, you guys are good. So we're good.
Either of you, sorry, asked for mine.
Yeah, just be respectful. Just they ask your badge number, your name, and
It's December.
all right.
We got it.
Just
You already know that, though.
hang out.
All right, cool.
How you guys doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Are you an auditor?
Are you a fan of auditors? You like auditors?
Don't take my picture. I'm fine.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm good.
I'm Zach. Nice to meet you.
Are you?
I am, yeah.
You really?
Yeah.
Oh, what's your channel?
Do you have like an
I have
email or
YouTube.
something?
I have YouTube.
What's your YouTube channel?
No, I don't have a channel.
Oh, you don't?
But I'll look at yours if you have a channel.
Yeah. All right. Oh, you're just a visitor. Okay, I thought you worked here for a second. It's Liberty Troll.
Liberty Troll.
Liberty Troll, yes, sir.
All right. Is it working?
Just trying to bypass having to give up my 4th Amendment right to sign in.
Is that why they're here?
Yeah.
You can go on the elevator. You can go out from here. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
All right.
The only reason why I'm here is
Yeah.
because they don't answer the phones upstairs and I have to come over.
Oh, well,
Twice now.
that's why they have this big building we pay for, right?
Is this locked or how am I doing
It
this?
should be open,
I
right?
thought you said it wasn't working.
It might be on lock. It might be on. I think this place is on lock. No more. Okay. It was on lockdown. Not anymore.
Liberty.
Troll. Have a good one, sir. Thank you.
Okay, what's the name of your, Liberty Troll?
Oh no. Yeah, Liberty Troll.
Can I talk with you?
Sure.
How
Absolutely.
did you get in if they were resistant?
Somebody else was going in. They opened
you-
the door. I
and
put
you-
my foot in the door.
And you
I just came
asserted?
in. Yeah. Asserted
And
my
then they
rights.
called
Yeah.
they
So
called
I'm just waiting to see what they're speaking in private right now. So how you doing, sir?
Then,
Good. Oh, sorry. Mind your way.
and then they're going to still come out and
They'll talk to me probably, and they'll probably give me some sort of cops planning or directives, and I'll just explain to them that, I just didn't want to give them my Fourth Amendment right to give my private information. And of course, I'm sure they're educating at least the lady, the receptionist.
she's a nice lady.
Is she?
Yeah.
She was really rude to me.
She was?
Yeah, she said you don't have my permission to film me and all that stuff,
Oh,
and then
well, I don't know.
she put her hands on me. I was trying to get in
She
the.
touched you? Now, are you local or do you come from other part of the country or state?
I live in Central Florida.
So you ought to go down to City of Orlando.
I've been there. City Hall.
Because they have City
They
Hall.
trespassed me already over there. I have a lawsuit in the making, civil lawsuit with
Because
them.
I went in there one time when they initiated all this stuff,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Was it during COVID, by the way, when they initiated all
no, it
this?
was before that.
Oh, really? Okay.
But then you ought to go up to Lake County in contrast.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
I haven't. I don't think so.
So-
I just came from Miami, though, 2 days ago. That's a shit show.
Lake County is, you can go up there with a pistol in your pocket, you can a jackknife on your hip. I'm not saying exposed,
Yeah.
under the rules, but the only thing you can't do up there is when they're having city meetings in the conference in the chamber. They're so relaxed. It's so nice.
All right, I'll have to check it out just to show the difference,
Yeah,
night and
there
day
is a difference.
comparison. Yeah. Well, thanks for that, man.
See you.
See you around.
Yes, sir. I can help you.
Can you come over here?
I can help you.
Hey. Yeah, so I was just wondering, I know you guys were called on me for, recording and not wanting to give up my Fourth Amendment right to, withhold giving my personal information, but just wanted to see what's going on, what you guys, if you guys were done investigating or, what the deal is.
Investigating what, sir?
You guys responded to a call, correct?
Yeah.
What was the call about?
I'm sorry?
What was the call about?
Just you recording, that's all. There's nothing wrong. It's a public place, you can go ahead and record.
Okay.
That's all you can.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it was about recording or not signing in, because I didn't sign in either, so
Yeah, usually we have individuals that come into the city hall just to sign in, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make the point. It's not required. They shouldn't require it to enter into the building. So that was the point I was making. And
Is there a point you're trying to make right now?
I'm sorry.
Is there a point you're trying to make right now?
A point? No, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. I didn't want to leave until you guys left, so I just want to figure out kind of where we're at. Because I know I'm the subject that was.
You're free to go. You can, if you want to leave, and you don't have to wait around for us to leave.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You guys don't have to leave either. I want to figure out where we're at. That's all.
No,
I didn't want to run away from you guys if you were going to come.
No.
How you guys doing? So you're Officer Brooks?
Yes, sir.
If I would shake your hand if there wasn't a big glass in front of us. I'm Zach, by the way. And Officer Mentor. You guys seem to be real nice guys. I appreciate you. I'll get out your guys' hair. Have a good day, okay?
You too, sir.
Thank you. You too. I could stay here longer and prove my point. I think I already have. It's obvious that officers have no problem with me recording. They didn't even want to talk about the fact that I didn't sign in. I mean, they didn't have an issue with it, so they're not wanting to stick around and talk to me per se. So we're just gonna go ahead and. Okay, I think they're leaving now. All right, ma'am. I've seen everything I needed to see. I'm going to head out here in a little bit. I was wondering if I can just get your name before I go. No hope for that. All right, we're gonna head out, guys.
All right, folks, pay attention to what they're talking about at the city council meeting. The chief of police gets up there and spews a bunch of propaganda and rhetoric about First Amendment auditors. The cop that arrived on scene knew Liberty Troll was well within his right to be there. We should fire the chief that gets up to speak and make the first cop that arrived on scene the new chief of police. This chief wants the people to trade in their freedom for some kind of presumed safety. Check this out.
Related to a video that's going around on social media right now around these First Amendment audits through different public organizations. And, you know, obviously there's been even question about whether or not people are generally have to say their name and address for the record in order to publicly speak or sign in or show identification at the front receptionist desk. So I'm not a lawyer, don't pretend to be. So I will leave it to the people, the legal minds, to work this out. But at minimum, there should be a standard approach to how we deal with people that come and do audits within our public facilities, because it's never going to end. As long as social media and these influencers are out there, we're going to get these folks. I won't like disparage them because, hey, it's in their full right to do these things. I just think that we should have a very standard way to approach it. Because the video just screamed that we just didn't have comfort that we could address this person in a manner that was consistent. It should be hung right there in City Hall. That way it's just a kind of a, hey, point your finger to this. Hey, we do have this sign-in policy or ID validation policy because we feel like we've put the security policy in place. It meets constitutional challenges, et cetera, et cetera. I just want to make sure that we don't have a video like that where it just shows some discombobulation, if you will.
I was asked to speak on this matter. Monday, we met with the police legal advisor, with Cliff Shepard, myself and the city administrator to discuss this matter. Case law is pretty clear. We can secure the facility for the safety of our employees. The signage probably wasn't as clear as it needed to be. If you noticed, there's new signage around the entire building, as well as new signage on every city building as to what are restricted areas, what are not restricted areas. I am working on finalizing a city policy that will guide our personnel on how to deal with certain situations, not just First Amendment auditors, but anybody that wants to come into a city facility. We will have security protocols in place, and those security protocols have to be followed, or you don't have access to a city building. Just because it's a city building does not mean you have a right to walk wherever you want. Case law is clear on that. And Mr. Shepard can correct me anytime I misspeak, but we've done a lot of research since this incident occurred, and we are taking the steps to make sure our employees are protected. There's an ordinance out of the city of Punta Gorda where they've passed that you can't film employees because of distraction at their workplace. We're looking at that. It's withstood court muster, and we're looking at that also. I'm not as concerned about the videos of our employees as I am the videos of our buildings, because that does create a potential security risk to our facility, because now you have an inside video of the layout of the building, where our cameras are, where specific security features for the building are located out there in a public forum. That is a little bit of a concern from a police perspective. So I think steps are being taken. We are looking at piggyback contracts for security to not only have somebody check in and be searched before they come into, or be screened before they come into the building. If they don't want to do that, that's fine. We will still provide a city service to them. Somebody from the department will come down and assist them to provide whatever city services they want if an employee is available. If an employee is not available, it looks like, they can either come back at a later time, make an appointment to get those needs done, or they can leave it with the receptionist. She'll pass it on and get it handled and contact them. So we are in the process of making sure that it's very well spelled out in a city policy. I'm working on at least getting some guidelines to the employees and to the police department so that our personnel know that if somebody does breach the security protocol, what legally we can do, and our legal rights are to ask them to leave. If they refuse to leave, they are subject to being arrested. So we are taking care of it. Okay.
All right, folks, and here are my final thoughts. If we as a people trade in our freedom for safety, we will deserve and get neither one of them. We'll lose it all. The truth is, government just doesn't want to be held accountable. So they put in new policies and ordinances to keep the people away from asking questions and demanding accountability. This video is absolute proof of that. We heard in the video that Orlando City Hall is trespassing and convicting people for a non-crime. Now this city wants to do it too. How corrupt is our government? Our government is far more corrupt than we could possibly imagine. The government we have now is not the government that was promised to the people. I believe it's gone completely rogue. They give police, politicians, and the entire courthouse employees qualified and absolute immunities that allows them to flourish in a corrupt system. Cops are not required to actually know the Bill of Rights nor the Constitution when they get sworn in. Funny thing is, they raise the right hand, swearing to protect the natural rights of the people that are protected by those documents. Policing is a sham. To serve and protect is the biggest hoax perpetrated on the American people since the beginning of our independence. Think about that. Alright folks, that does it for today's video. Make sure to go subscribe to Liberty Troll's channel. Let him know that we sent you. The link to his channel will be in the description and pinned comment as always. I think this guy has an outstanding personality and demeanor, and this is exactly what we need in the auditing community. Big shout out to Liberty Troll and a lot of the channels that are out there in Florida. Florida has some of the best auditors that we've ever seen. Shout out to Rights Crispy. This is a public service. Rogue Nation, Raggle Monkey, James Madison Audits, the late Jay Surreal Camera and his brother Joey, and everybody else that I forgot to mention out there in Florida. You guys are doing an outstanding job. All right, folks, I want to thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.